We did a simple entryway makeover to make our foyer look more contemporary, updated, and cohesive just by making 3 simple changes: painting, updating the chandelier, and swapping out this clock. We started with the hardest part of the project, picking the paint color. We knew we wanted a soft neutral grayish, so we narrowed it down to these 2 Sherwin-Williams colors called Taupe of the Morning and Modern Gray. We used the same peel and stick paint samples from Sherwin-Williams that we shared with you recently to help us decide. Picking a paint color is really hard, but these stickers really do help, like you be able to visualize it in your space. So I'm very grateful for these. After some contemplating, we thought Taupe of the Morning might be too light, so we chose Modern Gray. Next, we cleared out the space to prepare for painting. Last Christmas we had real cedar garland all on our banister for Christmas, and it made such a mess in the house. We thought we cleaned it all up, but when I took this mirror off before, more little dried bits of the garland came flying out. We are going with faux garland this year. I'm gonna see if I can reach this clock. Probably not. Not even close. What was I thinking? Because of the extremely high ceilings in our foyer, we decided to hire professional help to get this project done. This is Scott. He took care of all of the painting, and we are very grateful for the time and effort he saved us. He started by cutting in all along the edges of the walls. When that was done, he took this huge roller and got our big walls painted in no time. The color on the walls before was not awful, but it had seen many years of wear and tear and needed a couple coats of paint to freshen it up. The new color is slightly more contemporary and updated compared to about 8 years ago when it was last painted. After completing 2 coats of paint on the walls, Scott moved on to sanding the banister and spindles in preparation for primer and paint. He is using the same Smart Prime primer from Zinsser that we used for our kitchen. We also had him paint this odd little landing at the top of our hall closet in hopes that it would help it blend in and melt away instead of being such a feature in our entryway. It might be a bit tough to see, but we also had the white trim in the foyer painted the same color as the walls, but with a slightly glossier sheen. My mom saw inspiration pictures where the walls and the trim were painted the same color, and she loved that look. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but it has definitely grown on me. Now it's time to paint this railing black. The black paint we chose is Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black. All of the paint details are listed for you in the description. With 1 coat of black, the foyer is already looking so different. The primer proved that painting the banister white would have been too stark. We love the contrast and depth that the black adds. Also, so sorry that the lighting changes so dramatically every time a cloud passes overhead. Scott ended up doing 3 coats of black on the handrail and spindles, and we are in love with how the foyer looks so far. We could not be more happy with how the foyer is turning out so far. We are absolutely obsessed with how the black looks on the banister. It just makes this space look so much more modern. There isn't that much left to do. We pretty much have to go buy a nice big clock for hanging up on the wall, and we still have to pick out a chandelier. But for now, I'm just gonna put some of the furniture back. Can you help me?
Okay, down. Yeah, that's good.
I recently saw this trick somewhere and I thought it was really handy, so I wanted to share it with you as well. And that is, if you wanted to remember what color is on your walls or what paint colors you used in a room, you can write that information on the back of one of the light switch covers, and then that information is always there. You don't have to try and memorize it. And sometimes when you turn all your light switches on, it'll sometimes hold it onto it for you so that you can more easily get it attached. Is it heavy? No, it's not too heavy. So we ordered a big clock online. It should be like 42 inches round, which this box is not 42 inches
sure
wide.
It's not the chandelier? Yeah, that's weird. So it's in 2 halves maybe.
We might have to assemble it, which we did not read the fine print about.
No, we were just excited we found one that we both liked.
Let's see what she looks like. Okay. Is it another box?
It's another box.
Always a box inside of a box.
I can move it.
There are so many clocks to pick from online, but like a lot of them are not cute. So.
And we even went into like a clock store, local clock store.
And there was nothing we really liked there.
Nothing over the moon.
But this one we saw and instantly both liked.
Both liked it. It's right up our alley.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely
2 halves.
2 halves.
Okay. It's just away.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, hold this and I'll get the other one out.
Ooh, heavy.
Alright, so bring your half to my half. Well, then it's backwards.
Yeah, you gotta have this piece.
Something like that. It's so pretty. It has like, I don't know if you can see, it's got like subtle little bit of gold or like brass on like the letters, or not the letters, the numbers,
The numbers.
Roman numerals. Alright, there we go. It was pretty easy to assemble. It just had like 4 little screws, and then we need to put a battery in it and it'll be ready to hang up on the wall.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Yes, I like it.
It's really pretty.
Very pretty.
It's gonna look so good. It's not currently at the right height because we're just using an existing screw that was up there to kind of see what it's gonna look like and get it up off the floor. It looks so good so far. We're gonna center it between the window and the door eventually. Well, not eventually, very soon. So we haven't even fully cleaned up the mess from the clock, but the chandelier that we ordered also arrived today, so we're very happy they both got here today. So let's see what the chandelier looks like. Actually, Mom, why don't you say what you were kind of hoping to achieve with the chandelier before the big reveal?
Yes, I wanted something different, something funky, something, you know, like a piece of art.
Yeah, like a piece of art. So
It's not my first choice, but I think this one will be okay.
It's in like 100 little pieces.
They even give you a glove to assemble it.
All right, well, there are parts of the chandelier We'll put this together and then we'll do the reveal.
The reveal, yeah.
So I have assembled the chandelier and here is the big reveal. Is that what you were expecting? It's a little bit of a Sputnik situation. It still needs the bulbs. We're gonna put those on after we've hung it up. But it's just like, yeah, a little bit more modern than anything else that we have in the house. But that's what my mom wanted, something fun, a little piece of art. So that is what we went with. We already worked on getting the old chandelier down. We removed some of the shades and bulbs just to make it a little bit lighter because it is pretty heavy and really high up. So we actually just cut it down, but the ladder that my dad was on was not tall enough to get all the way up to the ceiling in a safe way. So we had to stop right there, and then we tried a taller ladder. That was not big enough either. So now we've resulted to getting some scaffolding. So we think it should be tall enough. We're going to attempt hanging this new chandelier today. This will be our third attempt. Hopefully the scaffolding will be what we need to get it hung. We did try hiring a professional to come through and help, but everybody is like book solid for weeks. So we've had to try and figure out how to get this done on our own. So let's see how this goes. How's it feel?
Yeah.
A little scary.
Actually, it's not too bad. I feel okay.
You can reach that okay?
Yeah.
You look like a pro, Alex.
Wow, it's pretty.
We did check it.
With the chandelier finally installed, they took down the scaffolding, and now it is time to look at all of the before and afters. If you enjoyed this makeover, you're really going to love watching this video next.